What's up everyone? Today we're gonna be taking a look at a team with XL Politoed and XL Galarian Stunfisk. This team worked really well for me. I ran it for 3 days and I gained around 400 points with it. So yeah, it's a damn solid team. I'm leading Politoed and Galarian Stunfisk with Gallade, because the Gallade Galarian Stunfisk score is just incredibly solid. They cover each other almost perfectly. And then Politoed is just a very safe and flexible option because Weather Ball spam is just so oppressive versus many targets. And I'm using Blizzard as a second move for extra coverage versus the grass types and flying types that you usually see come in. Of course, this team is not for everyone. It does have 2 XLs, Politoed and Galarian Stunfisk, and they are not the hardest XLs to get because we did have an electric event a week ago, which had guaranteed Galarian Stunfisk XLs for every Stunfisk you caught. And Politoed's also been quite common, but still not that easy to get, especially if you're not level 40. So if you're looking for a good team to run and you don't have these, I suggest you check out my earlier videos. This Ultra Premier cycle, because I didn't use any XLs in those and they are still incredibly solid. Anyway, this team in this match I led it to Gengar, which is of course quite solid, and now my opponent has brought out Empoleon. This Earthquake will KO the Empoleon, and I think there's still the Gengar in the back, but Politoed should be able to handle that. Politoed is incredibly tanky, so even a Shadow Ball wouldn't take me out. Politoed is even more tanky than Swampert, and actually can beat Swampert, which is really nice. What I really like about Politoed, it's basically a Swampert that beats Swampert, but in return it doesn't have the ground typing, so it takes super effective damage for electric, which is unfortunate. Alright, Scrafty. Scrafty is probably the hardest thing to beat for this team, because it does beat Gallade if you don't get the baits, and then it can also beat Politoed and Galarian Stunfisk, of course, because Steel doesn't enjoy fighting. Like I said, you have to bait right here to win this matchup, but he no shields. It's a really amazing call for my opponent. I go for another Leaf Blade, really hoping he shields this one. But if he lets it go, that's fine as well, and he does, because he was counting. He knew it was just a Leaf Blade, but that's fine. At this point, I'm just gonna let Gallade go, and I'll go into my Politoed. I get to these Weather Balls really quickly. I'll just CMP tie with him here. Does he use a shield? He does not, just lets it go. In comes Galf, that is very tough. What does he have in the back? He does have the Talonflame in the back, which is fine. I should be able to take this out, though one Rock Slide doesn't KO Talonflame. Talonflame is quite bulky, and Stunfisk doesn't have much attack at all, so a Rock Slide really only does like 70%. So I'm gonna need 2. I'm gonna shoot up all these Flame Charges, because if he hits one Flame Charge, he can just farm me down. And my Politoed, it's not that great versus Galvantula, of course. Look at that, that Rock Slide didn't do that much, to be honest. I'm just gonna shoot again, just because I have to save my Galarian Stunfisk for the Galvantula, of course. Now my opponent can either shield here or let it go. If he shields, I'm just gonna get to another Rock Slide. So he goes to Galv, knowing that 2 lunges will take me out, and he still has a shield. He only needs 3 more Volt Switches for the next lunge though, so 1 more after this, and I think I'm gonna try to catch it on my Politoed. Do I? Yes, there we go. I have a Rock Slide stored. That's very important. I lose CMP versus Galvantula though, so hopefully he doesn't farm up enough to get to 1 versus my Galarian Stunfisk. Anyway, I go for the Weather Ball right here, pressure him into throwing his move. The next one will almost KO, but I know it won't, so I'm just gonna farm up to a Blizzard right here. I needed to hit a Blizzard to take him out, so I'm not throwing. If I threw Weather Ball, he could have just farmed me down. So I pressure it, he throws the move, I go to Stunfisk, go for the Rock Slide, take him out. That's a great game. Alright, Swampert lead, quite optimal. This is what Gallade is for, though Swampert versus Gallade is quite close, because he just outspams me with the Hydro Cannons and they hurt a lot. But these Leaf Blades, of course, do one shot. I'm just gonna let the first one go. If it's an Earthquake, that will hurt a lot, but a Hydro also hurts, but it doesn't do enough to take me out. Luckily, I'll shield this one, get off another Leaf Blade against the Swampert. Hopefully he doesn't Sacrificial Swap. He doesn't. I hit the Leaf Blade. He's either gonna have to let Swampert go or shield this up. He is gonna decide to shield. He really wants my shields down, which I'm fine with. Which I'm not fine with. I think Politoed and Stunfisk with shield advantage are just so amazing. So I think whatever's in the back, I don't really need switch advantage for. It is the Empoleon, which is quite tough. He brings it in right now, which is kind of unfortunate. He still has a Swampert left, so I kind of have to bring in Stunfisk right here. I can take a Hydro just fine. I'll go throw the Earthquake immediately. Wow, that was very difficult. Throw the Earthquake immediately. Take out Empoleon. Probably gonna see the Swampert come back in to take me out, but I am almost at the Rock Slide, which will take out the Swampert. He's gonna have to throw a move at this point. I just want to get rid of the Swampert, so once my Politoed comes in, I'm gonna throw pretty much immediately, which I do. Luckily, he didn't like sacrificial swap on anything. In comes the Gyarados, which is kind of painful, but 2 Blizzards should be able to take this out. This is where Blizzard comes in really useful. I've had some matches where Earthquake would have been useful as well, like in the Politoed Mirror match or against like Jellicent. But in general, I really enjoyed Blizzard on Politoed. He goes for the Crunch. Even if he gets to another one, I should be able to survive, but he doesn't get there. I get to another Blizzard. This should take out the Gyarados, and that is a great match. GG. Alright, next game. Gallade into Kingdra. Pretty neutral lead if Kingdra gets the Octazooka debuff. He does win this, and I think in the 2-shield scenario, Kingdra also wins this. My opponent makes an amazing swap into Talonflame, catching the Leaf Blade. That's really, really well played, but luckily I do have Politoed in the pack. And if I take switch advantage here, my Kingdra can take out, or my Stunfisk can take out the Kingdra, because it's just a really good answer with the steel typing, of course, though the Octazooka does kind of hurt. Alright, opponent goes for the Brave Bird right here. I'm going to overfarm here a lot. He needs two more Incinerates, so I'm going to throw 4 Mud Shots and a move. And then I throw right before he gets to the next Flame Charge or Brave Bird. In comes the Kingdra. I'll still make it to another Blizzard, which is quite nice. Opponent probably gonna shield this, I'm guessing, which is perfectly fine with me. Just let my Politoed go into my counter, which is Galarian Stunfisk. Though, honestly, no, I go into Gallade right there. Yep, I go into Gallade right there because he swapped out from his Kingdra into his Talonflame, which makes me think that whatever's in the back is even stronger than Talonflame against Gallade, because you usually don't swap in your hardest counter to something, right? That wouldn't make much sense, so I'm gonna let this go, expecting that whatever's in the back is weak to Galarian Stunfisk. It is the Roserade, which is very strange to me, because that is weak to Gallade. If I would have just gone Stunfisk against Kingdra and Gallade against Roserade, I would have been easy game, but this is still gonna be kind of difficult, though 2 Rock Slides will KO this. At the time, I wasn't sure if Earthquake would KO. And I think I was right just looking at the Sims, because Earthquake only does like 70% and Rock Slide does a tiny bit more. So the 2 Rock Slides plus the Mud Shot should be able to take out the Roserade, and then I still have energy to throw at the Kingdra. But yeah, very interesting move for my opponent, I think, swapping out of the Kingdra. Personally, if I had a Roserade in the back, I would probably stay in Kingdra versus Gallade, and then he would have had Roserade versus my Stunfisk and Politoed in the back, which would have been quite kind of tough. Alright, awful lead. Clefable. That is very, very bad for Gallade, of course, because doesn't want to see Charm. In comes the Machamp. Not great either, but I do outspam him here. But one Weather Ball doesn't KO and the Mud Shots don't do anything. I'm gonna have to hit 2 Weather Balls right here. I'm gonna shield this up because I can't get to 2. I want to get shields down. You know, Stunfisk, when your opponent doesn't have any shields, is just amazing. So I'm just hoping that whatever's in the back I can deal with Stunfisk. Of course, he can just take out the Clefable quite easily. So if whatever is in the back I can beat in like a 1-0 shoot advantage, I should be fine. And I can still farm down this Machamp as well with my Gallade. I'm gonna no-shield this, of course. And then farm down the Machamp with Gallade. I am currently at a Leaf Blade, which I'll throw. Just should chip it a little bit. 1 Earthquake doesn't take out the Clefable, but a Leaf Blade plus Earthquake should be able to do it. He stays in which is quite interesting. And now it's Umbreon, and this is quite tough because Umbreon is just insanely bulky. Even though I have a shield advantage, this Umbreon is still gonna bring me really, really low. I need 3 Earthquakes to take this out, which is just ridiculous. And he's gonna get a bunch of foul plays on me in the process. Luckily, it's still the Clefable up front, so I think this is gonna be quite close, but I think I might be able to take this. And I still have Gallade as well, which I can use as a sacrificial swap on a foul play. So yes, I think we're looking quite decent here, but it is gonna be really close. I go for another Earthquake right here. This should take out the Umbreon, which it does. I still have a shield. He has the Clefable. This is just a game over. I shoot this up right here. This wouldn't even KO me, but just to be safe, I shoot it up because probably subsequent charms would have KO'd me. Shoot this up, go for the Earthquake, take out the Clefable. That's a great game. That's how you win against a Charmer lead. Alright, Galarian Stunfisk. This is, even though close combat hits were super effective, of course, this is a pretty neutral matchup because the mud shots are actually adding up. Earthquake does a ton, and Confusions don't do that much. I take the Earthquake, and that hurt. Now I know next time I am definitely shooting that. Anyway, Drifblim comes in, and Drifblim actually kind of destroys this whole team. It's the kind of the best Gallade Stunfisk score breaker, but Drifblim actually beats Stunfisk. Even though it's a flying type, the mud shots from Stunfisk do nothing, of course. Rock Slide is nerfed, so it doesn't do that much. And with the Icy Winds, after some Icy Winds, Drifblim can take like 3 Rock Slides, which is quite crazy. And these Icy Winds and Shadow Balls and Hexes are really adding up. As you can see, I'm already in the yellow. Drifblim already in the still in the green. Even after this Rock Slide, I think, yeah, even after this Rock Slide, but Stunfisk is still higher health. Well, this Rock Slide will bring it low. Though, will my opponent shield this? He doesn't. But if he hits me with 2 more Icy Winds right here, the next Rock Slide won't even KO. But he goes for the Shadow Ball, which is a good play because now. Yeah, now my Stunfisk is dead. Anyway, I bring in Politoed. This is definitely a Shadow Ball, right? So I think I shield this. I do. Luckily, no Icy Wind. That would have been really devastating. I'm just gonna farm up right here. Brings in his own Politoed, which is amazing because now I just bring Gallade. I have 2 Leaf Blades stored. I'll throw them both. 1 Leaf Blade, 2 Leaf Blade. I think he just wants to save the Drift for my Politoed, I guess, or he wanted to save it for my Gallade, but I brought it in. I'm just gonna go for Weather Balls right here. Hopefully my opponent doesn't have Earthquake. That would hurt quite a bit. This is also an Earthquake would have been really useful against these water type mirrors like Politoed and Jellicent, but Weather Ball spam still adds up. That's a second Weather Ball right there. Do I shield this expecting the Earthquake? No, I no shield it, hoping it's a Weather Ball, but it is the Earthquake. It hurts quite a bit, but still it's not stab from a very bulky Pokemon onto my very bulky Politoed, so it's not that bad. My Politoed, by the way, I don't think I said this, it's a rank 1, so it's really good, and my Stunfisk is a 98%, it's a 15, 14, 15, so yeah, they're quite solid, both of them. Alright, Stunfisk comes in. I don't think 2 Weather Balls KO though. Stunfisk is quite tanky. Weather Ball is a very, well, low energy move, so it's not that strong. But I do spam him out right there. I'm gonna shield this. I should have called the bait maybe. I thought this Weather Ball wouldn't KO, but as you can see, I think it barely does, right? GG. And the timer comes up. Yeah, these Excelmons definitely increased the time of the battles, unfortunately. Alright, aggron lead, which is just insane. I'm just gonna go straight for the close combat right here, because all 3 of my Pokemon are good against aggron. The thing is though, a lot of these aggron teams, they have like 2 grass types in the back, but this opponent actually has Talonflame in the back, so I'm bringing in the Toad. Taking this Brave Bird to the face. Hopefully he brings in the grass. That's not great actually. I'm gonna go straight for the Blizzard here, hoping he no shields. But he shields it. Very unfortunate for me. At this point I can only go for a Weather Ball. If I had baited there, I would have been in such a good spot, because this Venusaur would have needed to shield my second move, likely, or I would have killed him. But still, I'm in a pretty good spot. I'll just farm this down right here, or I get it really low to where Stunfisk can take it out. This is kind of an issue though, because he gets to another frenzy. Now I'm shields down. Can I take this out in 3 confusions? I cannot. So I go for the Leaf Blade. He's currently only 1 Vine Whip away from the move. And he survives at 1 HP. He swaps to Talonflame. That's a really, really good swap. I'm staying here right here. Throw into close combat. Go into Stunfisk. Very wise no shield, because that didn't do much. I'm still gonna need 2 Rock Slides to take out this Talonflame. I throw the first one. Maybe I don't think I get to the second one though. The Talonflame will be able to take me out, but I might be able to confusion down because my Gallade is still on the yellow health. He goes for another Flame Charge. And, well, these Incendiaries are really powered up now. This is gonna hurt my Gallade. I die to the second one, but I kill him in 2 confusions. But the Venusaur has a move. And like I said, 1 Vine Whip away from the frenzy. Gets it in there and the move. That's a great game. Very well played by my opponent. That was a pretty wild match. Alright, Venusaur into Gallade. In comes the Slowbro, which is kind of crazy, but if this thing is not running Water Pulse, Stunfisk should be fine against it. Even if it is running Water Pulse, I think Stunfisk is fine against it. It is running Water Pulse, which is quite crazy. It did way more than I was expecting. Water Pulse is quite a weak move, but it is coming from a Shadow Slowbro, so that's why I did quite a bunch. Did shield my Earthquake, which is quite crazy. I'm just going to go for another one. Not expecting my opponent to go 2 shields down, but what do you know? My opponent does go 2 shields down, which is pretty insane, very unexpected. I'm gonna shield this because I can get to another Earthquake. Goes for a Psychic, very smart, because the Psychic would have KO'd me anyway, and Psychic has a chance for a defense drop. I'm gonna throw the Earthquake into the Venusaur, so I can now farm it down with Gallade. I think I'll let this go, because I can survive it just barely. I farm it down with the Gallade. I'm just gonna go straight Leaf Blade right here. Or no, I wait. I almost went straight Leaf Blade, but I waited. I saw the Crustle win. Close combat is way better here. I still have Politoed, and I think I might be fine against the Crustle and the Bro. It's gonna be real close. I'm just gonna throw the Weather Ball straight away here. Don't want to take a Rock Slide. Don't want to take an X-Scissor. I need all the health I can have versus Slowbro. In comes the Slowbro. I don't have Earthquake here. This is where Earthquake would have been real nice. I tried to be fancy and catch a move right here, but he gets 2 more confusions worth of farm. I throw 1 Weather Ball. This definitely won't be enough, but will the second one be? I'll definitely make it to a second one, but I don't think it will KO. It definitely wouldn't KO. So I no shield the first one. Oh no, shoot the first one. Just hoping he doesn't get to another one. Maybe I should just thrown, hoping it killed, but it wouldn't have killed. I needed to go for the Blizzard right there or double Weather Ball. But yeah, because I missed the sacrificial swap, he killed me there. It's a very good game. Very well played. Alright, Abomasnow lead. I really don't like this lead. It's very bait dependent. Abomasnow can actually take this matchup if he shoots the proper moves. And if he calls a bait, that's even better for Abomasnow. Like you can see here, Abomasnow already burned a shield on my end. I'm gonna have to be real careful here for potential swap. Just go for the Leaf Blade, hoping he shields. If he shields, I'll just go for the close combat straight away, burn another shield or take out the Abomasnow. But the opponent is very smart, doesn't shield my move. And this puts me in a pretty rough spot. He is gonna have to shield this one though if he wants switch advantage. We get a little bit of a lag here though. I'm really charging up. Alright. I catch the... Oh man, this is such a risky play. I tried to catch the Weather Ball on my Politoed, but that definitely didn't work. It goes for the Energy Ball. I shielded up, luckily. Try to farm down now, but I can't. Mid shots just do nothing against the Abomasnow, which resists the ground moves, of course. It brings in the Drift, which is also not great, because I'm gonna have to hit the Blizzard right here. It's gonna go for it straight away. Maybe my opponent doesn't expect it. Go for the Blizzard. He takes it. That's huge because drifblim again is very solid against both Gallade and Stunfisk. So hitting that Blizzard is quite big because now those don't have to deal with it. I'm gonna go for the Weather Ball right before it gets to another Shadow Ball right here. If he shields, I think I might just swap. If he no shields, that's great. What does he have in the back? It's Machamp, which is quite rough, but I can go for 1 Leaf Blade right here, and I still have Stunfisk in the back, which can actually survive a cross chop or 2. Still have the Weather Ball as well, and I don't think he can farm me down. Throw the Weather Ball, almost KOs. I'm gonna have the mud shot down, but I get to another weather ball. Let's go. It's the rank 1 Politoed coming through, surviving at 1 HP. Yes, that was the final game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As you can see, Politoed really putting in work with the weather ball spam. I think we still have some extra Politoed spawns for the next day. So if you want the XL Politoed, definitely go catch some Poliwags. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Good day.